Master Marcus told me everything I need to know. Hold your head up. I just wish I wasn't in time. When I first arrived at the school a few days ago, I got a real fright when I first saw it. I mean, I knew about armour from books, but if you imagine that there's a real person inside, and has been for decades, ew. That's silly. Whoever's in the armour would have died a long time ago. Unless it's a ghost. Maybe the tapestry shows who the knights served. I don't know much about these things, unfortunately. We didn't have knights in the White Ridge Mountains. Probably they sank in the snow. The tapestry's in a miserable condition, like everything here. The colours are faded and... hey, there's even a loose thread. The tapestry seems to be magic. At first the thread was very short, but now it's at least 4 paces long. I'll rip it off and take it with me. You can never have enough magic thread. A lever. Sorry. A lever. The school's not in the best condition. The worst of the rubbish has been disposed of, but it will still take weeks before everything is clean and tidy. Wow, this isn't dust and dirt. It's like the funk of 40,000 years. It's rock art. As if thousands of feet have trampled it into the floor. Even though no one's been here for 20 years. At least as far as I know. The school's not... What's this? Another book page. I'll take it with me. We carried loads of rubbish out of the school. I guess we must have overseen those. I'll take them with me. Done is done. The school looked terrible when it reappeared. It took days before we could move freely on the ground floor. Don't even want to think about upstairs. I'd love to know what's on the upper floors, but it's far too dangerous. A magical building that's been left on its own for 2 decades has magic seeping through the walls. Could be lethal. The school's not in the best condition, but at least there's a public mage school in Seastone again. And now we will gradually reclaim the building, and I will help train a new generation of mages. We will tidy the classrooms, we will tidy the halls, we will tidy the stairwells. We will never surrender. When you summon creatures, I've read that you don't really create them, you just call them from somewhere else. I don't know where the kobolds came from, but they don't give me the impression they want to go back there soon. If I was as big as a troll, I could maybe reach it. If? When you summon creatures, I've read that you don't really create them. I don't know where the kobolds came from, but they don't give me... That kobold seems pretty adventurous. He was the first to slip out of the classroom, and now he's just buzzing around. If I was as big as a... When you... I don't... No idea how to reach him. Well, it's not just that he's very far away, he just never stops flying around. That kobold seems... If I... I should talk to the new headmaster before I leave the school. I want to make a good impression, so I mustn't keep him waiting. I should talk to the new headmaster before I leave the school. I should talk... When you I don't... No idea how to reach him up there. Well, it's not just that he's very far away, he just... if Friedlin's... Headmaster Block.
Ah, Professor Weathervane. There you are at last. I have some tasks for you.
You mentioned tasks earlier, Headmaster?
Yes, you have 2 tasks. As you know, the Archmage is coming early tomorrow to officially inaugurate the school. Important political and business personages will be attending, and as you can assumedly see, the school is not in a presentable condition. Council Leader Van Buren has hired a caretaker, but he cannot do the work alone. Your tasks are to help him clean the floor in the entrance hall and remove the cobwebs by tomorrow.
You support the council leader in the election, right?
Indeed I do. We need to build up an extensive bureaucracy and boost the economy as quickly as possible. To me, the council leader appears to be a more logical choice than a mage. But do not worry, Weathervane. I don't blame you for your political naivete. As a school headmaster, I am neutral and always act according to school rules. And of course, political influence in schools is prohibited.
Tell that to Council Leader Van Buren.
What's that?
Oh, it's one of the campaign brochures the council leader put in my classroom.
I'll take care of it.
About cleaning the hall. Is that really my job as a teacher?
Yes, indeed. A school is a team endeavor, so that means you have to do what I tell you.
If you'd told me to get rid of the flying kobolds, that I would have understood.
What did you say? Flying kobolds? If there are flying kobolds infesting the place, they must be got rid of too. See to it, Weathervane. Floor, cobwebs, flying kobolds, fix them.
And apart from cleaning, what else is there to do?
The inventory has revealed that a number of items of school property have gone missing. Among other things, the school library.
The whole library has gone missing?
That is correct. I asked the Archmage about the matter, and he confirmed to me that the room was there before. He does not know where it is now. He said something about its being in hiding, perhaps, or away traveling. I think it's unseemly. I want that room. We are a school, and we need a library.
Agreed. But where should I start looking?
That I cannot tell you. You are the mage.
I look forward to us working together.
I'll be frank, Professor Weathervane. You have a mage diploma, but have not completed the tests required in order to work as a teacher. Attested credentials? A written application? Nothing. You are only here on the Archmage's recommendation.
That's right. But there's currently a shortage of mages, and everyone must do their best.
Do their best is well and good. But it does not replace the formal and mandatory training for teachers of higher magic.
I may have no formal training as a teacher, but I managed to thrill my students in the very first hour. I performed a spell, and you could really see the way they caught fire. Not literally, of course. It wasn't a fire spell or anything of that sort.
You performed a spell?
And now they want to learn to do the same. They want to learn.
According to my records, history of magic was on the syllabus.
Yes, but...
Professor Weathervane, crucial to our success in teaching is that we provide students with a stable, reliable framework and adhere to the curriculum exactly.
Yes, but the students...
Had you enjoyed proper training, you would have known that. I will note this failure in your file, and in the future you will stick to the curriculum, dear colleague.
But the Archmage Alistair trusts me to teach here at the school.
Well, yes. Mages have a well-known penchant for chaos. I'm still trying to get an overview. The records management in this school defies description. Council Leader Van Buren wants to reorganize this educational institution and finally bring structure into the place, and she has my full support. Correct management of the teaching records must once again become the teaching staff's primary task. That is the only possible way to institute efficient control of learning and teaching methods.
You ask a lot. I don't know if I can get all this done by tomorrow morning.
By tomorrow morning? You have until 72 o'clock.
72 o'clock?
I have developed my own efficient metric system of measuring time. A day has 100 hours, consisting of 100 minutes, with 100 seconds each. Everything else is too confusing.
So, I don't even have until tomorrow morning?
For a properly qualified teacher, even the impossible poses no problem. Or should I note in your file that you do not feel up to the tasks assigned you?
No, I'll do it.
Very good. And then you can call it a day and prepare tomorrow's lessons.
One thing's clear. Headmaster Block wants me to fail, but I won't disappoint the Archmage. And secondly, I like this school. And a school library would be great for the students. And third, the work the headmaster has given me is the perfect opportunity to keep my eyes open for Remy. Allardyce, Albert. He seems to be an excellent student. But there are many entries about improper interjections and questions. And what's this? Axel A. Aronson. Axel cannot pay his school fees as he gives all his money to dodgy game developers. Beaverus Deepwood. Beaverus tried to turn wood into gold. In the end, he got mahogany, which in turn he sold for a lot of gold. Brian Blackstone. Brian became the youngest student ever to successfully cast the teleportation spell. He teleported himself 20 feet into the air and successfully fell to his death. Bernison, Troll. Bernison of High Wind Lake managed to collapse the south wing of the school by sneezing. Daniel A. Curlshaw. Daniel conjured himself a magical forest and has not been seen since. Daniel A. Curlshaw. Daniel conjured himself a magical forest and has not been seen since. Daniel A. Curlshaw. Daniel conjured himself a magical forest and has not been seen since. disaster. D died in a devastating explosion near a fireplace. His last essay on the development of my fart spell will be passed on to his surviving family. Elmar Frog. Elmar's father, the royal executioner, asked for permission to see his son's school records. Elmar is doing fine. Truly. Really fine, lad. Looks as if a few pages were ripped out here. Fluffy Foffofoff. Fluffy transformed pure gold into a tasty piece of bread, so refuting the old saying that you cannot eat gold. Hiker Granger. Despite repeated warnings, which hiker is still using the school's palantir to make long-distance calls? Frederica Sillybottom. Frederica Sillybottom has applied to the City Council for a change of name. She shall henceforth be known as Frederica Sillybottom. Frederica Sillybottom. Frederica Sillybottom has applied to the City Council for a change of name. She shall henceforth be known as Frederica Sillybottom. Ingemar Thunderflash. Despite repeated demands, Ingemar refuses to tell us his real last name. No one is called Thunderflash. Yoda Green Gnome. Magic strong in this one is, but weak his grammar be. Lennart the Akagamic. Lennart the Akagamic, genius of the buttons, mage of the keys, has broken more brains than hearts, most recently his own brain, which earned him a private suite in the Arkhamstein Asylum. Levin from the Hills. Gifted fire and water mage. Unfortunately, his talents cancel each other out, so is regarded as one of the most incompetent mages in his class. Marcel Makes-a-Lot. Marcel summons large hairy mammals and refuses to stop doing so. Marco Tits. Marco intentionally uses words like and because he believes it would be too embarrassing to write them down here. Mario Mushroom. Mario jumps on other people's heads, lights them on fire, and then calls the whole thing non-violent. Mark of the Southlands. Lord Mark of the Southlands yesterday set fire to several teachers and flooded the gym. Again. Movie Van Grove. Movie Van Grove transformed the school sheep into an ape, although the librarian expressly forbids apes in the school. Armadillo. Armadillo was expelled. It turned out that he was an armadillo in a penguin suit with a sign that said moo. Okay, now that's just weird. Pabba the Great. Pabba the Great, the only student of this academy whose width exceeds his height, today received his degree. He will be missed. Percy Smith. Percy detonated a stink bomb during run-in training. The students never ran faster. Student Smith received an award. Peter, Troll. The Hunters Guild has asked us to find a new caretaker. It seems the grumpy troll snoring and farting is scaring off the wildlife for miles around. Peter, Troll. The Hunters Guild has asked its... René Beetle. René claims to have been in a sky full of diamonds with a certain Lucy. Visits from females are strictly prohibited in this school. So are mushrooms. Russell the Undead. Russell the Undead Mage is constantly losing skin. There have been numerous complaints from the cleaning staff. Russell the Undead. Russell the Undead Mage is constantly losing skin. There have been numerous complaints from the cleaning staff. Sasha Shalaslash. This entry was only added to make life difficult for anyone who has to read it out loud. Sorry. Hey, it's not very nice. Serena Derpmancer. Serena discovered a completely new kind of magic. A second, completely unrelated incident then destroyed the entire laboratory. Speedster. Document not found. Did you mean speedster or speed star? Theragor Biraton. Theragor lost today's archery contest after he fired his arrow in the wrong direction. We sent his family flowers. Theragor Biraton. Theragor lost today's archery contest after he fired his arrow in the wrong direction. We sent his family flowers. Toby Corner. Toby Corner. Wise remarks, deficient. Wise cracks, good. Is he working for the school? Or himself? Or is he only interested in gaining the council leader an advantage in the election? Excuse me, Headmaster Block.
Yes?
Why do so many of the notes on your desk have a small hole in the middle?
That's airmail. You spike the message on the beak of a homing pigeon. Not an optimal method. First, one obviously has a hole in the paper, and secondly, the pigeons are constantly flying into cliffs.
I think there's a simpler solution.
And that would be?
You could simply write the letters directly onto the pigeons themselves. As long as the pigeons are white and the ink black, the text should be clearly visible.
Not a bad idea at all. But it would make the archiving more difficult.
Records seem to be very important to you.
Order is very important. Records are a tool to that end.
I have a loose-leaf binder for spells.
Commendable. Maybe you can do something with this, then. There is no room for a spell in my files. Archive it, Mr. Weathervane.
Gladly. About those tasks.
Yes?
If I have to clean the hall, is there anything I can use to do it with?
The caretaker troll was supplied accordingly. Ask him.
The cobwebs in the hall are a long way up.
And?
You may not have noticed, but I'm a rather average-sized gnome.
That is no excuse. Get to work.
Can't one or two of the couples just stay here in the school? After all, they are magical creatures, and students could examine them and take them for walks.
Rioting kobolds in my school? I'll have none of it. They have to go.
Ah, shame that. I haven't had any luck finding the library yet.
I hope you're not relying on luck in your endeavors. What is your strategy for looking for the room?
I search? What I wanted to... So, I'll get back to work then.
Be my guest.
Is he working for the school? Or himself? Or is he only interested in gaining the council leader an advantage in the election? Case documenting the achievements of pupils of the school. Some sports trophies, pictures of slain dragons, pupils in front of smouldering pots. Pride Place seems to go to a trophy won in a broom ball tournament. Broom ball originally went by a different name. It was played on broomsticks using 6 winged balls. But there were legal complications. That's why today resembles nothing more than soccer, except that each player has a broom strapped to their back. The display case can't be opened like that. It's locked. I wonder if Friedlin still likes pet food. I should buy a new package and... A nice pair of bellows. They really get a fire going. When my family wanted to forge something at home, I was in charge of the bellows. You are the most important gnome in this matter, they often used to say to me. It says, Fireplace Travel Network Map. It shows a lot of fat black dots connected by lines. Above each of the dots is a name. Seastone, Mage Tower, Entrance Hall, Coaching Inn, Fox's Den, and many more. 3 animal symbols are located beneath each of the dots. I've heard about this. Wizards use a powder to travel through the fire in one fireplace to the fire in another. Of course, this doesn't just work with any fireplace. It must be on the Fireplace Travel Network. And this plan shows which fireplaces are connected to which. One of the dots is circled in black ink. Seastone, Mage School, Staff Room, that's this fireplace. A few lines lead away from the... Oh, there seems to be 2 other fireplaces here in the building itself. Seastone, Mage School, Astronomicon, and... Hey, Seastone, Mage School, Library. If this fireplace is connected to the library fireplace, I might be able to use it to get in there. The fireplace here, I need fire, fireplace travel powder, and a little luck. This could be my way into the library.
I hope that is not school property that you intend to burn there, Professor Weathervane.
They're just a few old boards.
From the school here?
Yes, but you should have thrown them away.
You should have thrown them away, but you didn't do so.
I thought to myself, why throw away the boards and waste expensive firewood? Why unnecessarily burden school finances?
Good thinking, Professor Weathervane. Carry on.
Wowzers! Even outside the classroom, this job is more complicated than I first thought. The fireplace here in the staff room, I need... That's a good start. However, I can't light the wood directly. I mean, it's dry, but not dry enough to burn easily. That's a good start. However, I can't light the wood directly. I mean, it's dry, but not dry enough to burn easily. That won't help with no fire burning. If I find a couple of old coins here, in the school, who do they belong to?
The heirs of the original owner. If they are not found, the state. Possibly also the school, although that depends on the circumstances.
So they wouldn't belong to me?
Absolutely not.
Well, it was just a kind of general interest question, really. Excuse me, Headmaster.
Yeah.
About the fireplace map over there?
Yes.
It shows several fireplaces in the school.
Of course. Large and important buildings can have more than just one access to the fireplace travel network.
One of them seems to be in the missing library.
Good thinking, Weathervane. Get to the bottom of it.
I'm already on it. But even if the fireplace was still reachable, don't you need a special magic powder to use the network?
True. You need some extremely rare and valuable fireplace travel powder. Only high-ranking civil servants receive small amounts of it.
Thank you.
Weathervane, aren't you listening? Only high-ranking civil servants get some for personal use.
But I thought I was supposed to find the missing library.
Of course, but without wasting my fireplace travel powder, thank you very much.
I don't know how to get into the missing library without your fireplace travel powder.
That's your problem. I assign tasks, you complete them. Or at least try.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh. So...
Be my...
There's enough fireplace travel powder in the jar to take me to the library 100 times. But can I get some without the headmaster noticing? In principle, not a bad idea. The cobbles would certainly distract him. But then I would have more to get out of the school. I could probably lose 1 or 2 sheets from my loose leaf binder. Paper, wood. Now the only thing missing is fire. Do you by any chance have a match, Headmaster Block?
You are a trained mage, Professor. The fire spell is part of your basic training.
Yes, of course.
Or were there some gaps in your education about which I should be informed?
No, everything's fine. I'll just go get my wand. Crap! I've no idea how to conjure up fire. No! There's already... I don't know how to conjure fire. Might have been part of my mage training, but I never learned. No! There's all... paper... Better not. That sheet won't have been in Allardyce's file for nothing. A spell. Someone has written a note in the margin. Headmaster Pinkerton, the spell is currently circulating throughout the school. It opens tabs, knots, loops, and the like. By now, there is hardly a student or teacher in this school who still has their pants around their waists and not their ankles. We need to stop this immediately. It seems magic isn't always limited to serious things. The display case can't be opened like that. It's locked. Broomball originally went by a different name, but they were This must be the best clock in the world. Most only have 2 or 3 hands. This one has at least 10. The fireplace here in the staff room is connected to the fireplace in the missing library. I need fire, fireplace travel powder, and a little luck. This could be my way into the library. I don't think that'll work. The spell opens loops, straps, hooks, and eyes, things like that. But I can try. As I suspected, there's another spell to open locks. As correct and meticulous as Blocky, but I don't think anyone would notice a difference. The headmaster, I could... Oh, how pretty! A swan folded from a piece of paper. This is origami, an ancient elf art form. The dwarven word for this art form means something like pointy ears build dust catchers out of paper because they can't deal with stone. Hey, this isn't just some sheet of paper, it's... Sorry, Swan. It is! Another book page. I'll take it with me. Those are the cobwebs the headmaster wants me to get rid of. Not only are there a lot of them, they're much too high for me. fairy spell some of the kobolds, but it doesn't say how to send them back. And why did kobolds appear when I summoned fairies? Nothing. I don't think I'd hit him. I'm not a very good shot with a magic wand. I don't think I'd hit him. Whoa! The new caretaker troll. Hello. Hello. I'm Wilbur Weathervane. Professor Wilbur Weathervane. I teach, so I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. If you were to talk to me, we could work together to accomplish much more for the school. Come on. I demand that you talk to me.
Oh, great. Someone else to make demands around here.
I'm keeping an eye open for a friend, so please let me know if anything unusual happens in the school. Well, if for example someone's wandering around the school who has no business here, or if things disappear, or, things like that.
There was a penny stuck in the door.
You what?
There was a penny stuck in the door. Wouldn't open.
Ah, that's probably not important.
Did you put the penny in there?
Me? No.
If I find a coin in there, I'm taking you down.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
It looks like you're cleaning the hall. Well, now and then. A little.
Yep, it's my job. I'm a janitor. What of it?
Headmaster Block has ordered you and I to clean the hall and free it of cobwebs.
Already on it?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be progressing.
Oh, you can of course do it better.
Not that, only maybe you could use some help. Do you have any other cleaning supplies? A broom, dustpan?
Sure, got it all. But I ain't giving you none. Get your own.
What's your problem? I'm offering you help and saving you a lot of work.
Oh, boo-hoo, cry me a river.
Look, you were told to clean the entrance hall, I was told to clean the entrance hall. If we work together, it will be faster for both of us. Don't you get it?
Sure, Professor Brain should know. The rest of us are idiots.
I never said that, but it is a fact.
Don't know about anything, but want to play the big man here, huh?
It is quite obvious that.
No one else is allowed an opinion. We had that here before, you know. Rotten fascist.
I don't want to fight with you.
Your parents are siblings. Yeah, all three of them.
Come on, seriously. I could really use your help. Please.
Can't cope with your life, huh? And now you want me to fix it for you, just like always.
You've never helped me. We don't even know each other.
Oh, the fine gentleman considers himself something better now, and suddenly doesn't know us anymore.
I'm slowly beginning to believe you actually find it funny to wind me up.
Everyone hates me because I'm so cool.
I'm sure they don't.
Yes, they do. People say that I'm arrogant. But how should they know? I won't give them time of day. And you know what beats everything?
No?
A hammer! Ha ha! Idiot.
Headmaster Block has ordered you to give me some of the cleaning supplies.
Right.
So, you're doing it?
Of course.
Then give them to me.
Oh, sure.
You're making fun of me, right?
No.
No matter what I do, you're not going to give me anything to use to tidy up, right?
Course I will.
I'm going to get a broom myself. You been a caretaker for long? What exactly are your duties?
I run the place.
Oh.
Nothing here works without me. Just no one notices, that's all.
I see. But don't the teachers and the school administration, etc., have a small share in the success of the school, right?
What success? You've had a look round this dump. It's disgusting. All dirty and run down.
Yes, it's quite dirty here, in fact. But isn't it your job to do something about it?
What do you think I'm doing?
Could take a while until you're done cleaning up the mess, right?
Yeah, if you say so, Mr. Know-it-all.
I bet Council Leader Van Buren got you the job here.
Of course, she wanted the best.
Oh, great. I think she'd be perfectly happy if no progress was ever made here at the school.
Know what your problem is? You're a windbag. Bert thinks so too.
Who's Bert?
Buddy of mine, he thinks you're a windbag too.
But I don't even know Bert. Even we just met.
So you're saying I'm lying? That's exactly what Bert, me and the others hate about you.
There is no Bert!
You really live in your own little world, you windbag.
It was nice talking to you. I really don't understand why so many people don't want to talk to trolls.
Arseholes, the lot of them. They don't want us to speak our minds.
And I think that's wrong. That's why I let you.
Yeah, but then you run down everything I say. Who made you sheriff here? This school is going downhill and has been for a long time. Ever since you and a few others came here, there's been nothing but stress.
Hang on a minute. Isn't this your first day?
Didn't used to be that way. But now everything has to be politically correct, or you get silenced immediately.
Yeah, well, goodbye. Hello? Headmaster Block wants to get rid of the kobolds.
Didn't tell me.
But he did tell me, and I want you to help me.
Want whatever you want.
I know why you don't want to help. You can't. You're neither smart enough nor fast enough to catch the kobold.
I can do anything better than you can, that's for sure. But I don't have to prove anything to you.
Why are you like that?
Like what?
So unfriendly, destructive, and such an arse.
Troll's troll.
Never mind. I like the kobolds. To be honest, I'm actually even proud of them.
Yeah, I've seen better.
Yeah, however, it would make me really angry if someone scared the kobolds off.
Huh? You talking to me?
Things can't go on like this. Is that all you want? Just to be a right pain in the arse all your life? Someone who just annoys others without ever lifting a finger?
Blah, 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 blah. What is it? Finally notice your own stupidity?
You...
Want to apologise? Ha! Loser.
That was a waste. The door to the and then that is supposed to symbolise that everyone is welcome in this. I'm the first non-human to graduate in many years. How can I ever get the hall cleaned up? And by, 72... Oi! Stop that! He kissed a picture of the princess. Probably better if I put the book in a safe place. This is the desk that Chantal the door... Timmy... He was crazy about the book of fairy tales. Well, rather, the picture of the princess is in it. That's just... Maybe I can find something in the roll book about this Allardyce mentioned in the note on the apparatus. Here. Despite repeated warnings, young Allardyce continued his experiments on his fire maker. To my great regret, I must say that the device works. He demonstrated it to the staff. We had to have him committed to the asylum in Arkhamstone because of his delusions and insubordination. A wizard who invents a fire maker and then committed to an insane asylum by other wizards. I guess they didn't understand his new kind of magic back in their time, or they figured their monopoly was in danger. For a long time, wizards were the only ones allowed to make fire. Maybe I'll find another entry on Allardyce. Today I made a disturbing discovery. Young Allardyce, very gifted but also nonconformist, was making drawings of an apparatus. This apparatus could start a fire without magic. Of course, I took the paper away from him and showed it to the headmaster. He ordered 2 weeks of detention in the dungeon and added the drawing to the offender's file. A talented mage invents a fire maker and is locked up for it. The machine remains on display as a... Pretty steep, but it fits with the stories about they were the only ones allowed to start fires. It was against the law for normal people. If the fire in a house went out, they had to call a mage, and of course, he charged for his work. They used to say, the faster the coin falls through the slot, the faster the wand makes the stove grow hot. Nowadays, everyone makes their own fire. Young Allardyce's fire-making plans could still be in his file. Someone should... What's this? A gift? For Wilbur A. Wow! That's... What is it?
I'm a magic slate.
You look like you're pretty expensive.
Thank you.
And you're a gift. You're mine now.
The gift wrap and greeting card seem to indicate that this is the case.
But who is A?
Insufficient parameters.
Maybe Alistair, the Archmage.
Mordred, Vivian, Leslie, Alistair, Archmage of Seastone.
He probably thought I might need some help. How nice of him. Vivian. But what exactly are you? A talking slate?
I can speak, write, draw, calculate, sing, write poetry and vibrate. And answer almost any question.
Wow! I bet you're really useful.
Insufficient parameters.
So let me get this straight. I can write on you, and paint, and... Do you know any spells?
No.
Can you give me any tips on how I can do my tasks?
Unless it's about recipes. Probably not.
I like you anyway. Can you be used to play games which appear to be free at first glance, but in the long term empty your pocket and leave you destitute?
No. I am a tool and was not designed for unproductive activities, such as games.
Too bad. Okay, yeah, over and out. If I need fire, maybe the old fire maker could help. Nothing. Either it's broken or missing fuel, or I'm not using it correctly. I would have to learn more about it. I don't know how the machine works. I need to learn. At the moment, I have no questions. Maybe I can lure him into a trap. Hey, look! That book! Ah! I have you now! Well, sort of. Locked up in a dark place with a book of fairy tales. Time to negotiate. This is the desk that Chantal, the daughter of the council leader, and little Tim... Oh. Hello? Can you hear me? I got nothing against you, but you have to leave the school. It's too dangerous here for you, and you're interfering with the routine. I'm going to slowly open the desktop now, and you're going to come out peacefully. Right then. Ah! Ow! Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I should probably make the best of this. I'll just keep him in the pencil case where it's safe. Oh, I think he's woken up, and he's looking for trouble. I'm gonna hold my nose. I wonder if Friedlin still likes pet food. Luckily, that stinky cloud of gas is short-lived and quickly vanishes. At the moment, I have no questions. Absolutely not! He pounded the other cobble to mush. I don't want anything bad to happen to my little wing friend. Hello? Absolutely. Haha, time for a little distraction. Hopefully this will get Blocky's attention.
So that would be the next... Go away! Did you see that, Weathervane? The insolence! Unbelievable! The things one must put up with here.
Appalling, Headmaster. I should start a fire first. Excuse me, Headmaster Block.
Yeah.
I met the caretaker. Troll.
I know what you want to say. I'm not enthusiastic about it myself. Trolls are sullen, slow, and rude. But what can I do? They have a stranglehold on the janitorial market. We must live with it. Still, we were able to negotiate a good contract.
What do you mean?
Paragraph 1, Section 1. The troll is not allowed to speak with any school employee or student unless explicitly requested. Yeah.
So,
Be my guest.
is he working for the school? Or himself? Or is he only interested in gaining the council leader an advantage in the election? Should I misuse the broom on display to sweep out the entrance hall? I mean, broom is a broom, right? Unfortunately, I can't open the display case. It's locked, and I don't have a key. The fireplace here in the staff room is... I don't really know what the clock wants to tell me, but there's so much to discover. I wish I could... Paper, wood... Wow, even though no one's been... Marcus, I just wish I were. The moment That's a small bone from a fish in a glass jar. It's very... If I put a coin into the gap in the door on the same side as the hinges, the door won't open anymore. Done, and the caretaker never twigged. I jammed a coin in the gnome door. Shouldn't open anymore. Oh, hello.
Why have you always got...
I think there's a coin stuck in the door. Can't open it anymore.
Did you stick a coin in there?
No!
I hate it when the doors get blocked.
A huge key ring. Must be the keys to the school. No, that won't work. Key ring is... He'd probably notice if I was to stand behind him and fumble with his belt. A huge key ring. No, that won't work. He'd probably notice.
Bloody...
Can I use it to make him work faster? But I don't think I should do it. Using magic to compel living creatures to do something against their will? Ugh. I didn't become... What? The door... Quick now! Omnia nunc aperero! Ah, he didn't twig. The display case can't be opened like that. For opening tabs, knots, loops. Got them. One of these keys has got to fit. Ah, there we go. Should I?
What are those noises, Professor Weathervane?
I was just removing an ugly stain from our display case. Our school's achievements should be there for all the world to see as a shining example.
Well said.
I hope no one notices it. I'll put it back on the... Right then, sleeves rolled up, a song on the lips, and off we go. Who am I trying to fool? The dirt is rock hard and impossible to shift, and the broom's too big for me, and the hole's huge, and I hate cleaning. It'd take me hours to get this done. There must be a better way. How can I... Wow, this isn't dust and dirt. Even... The fire maker is an amazing... You feel... The broom itself works, it's just working the broom I don't like. The moment I have no questions. Absolutely not! He would accuse me of having blocked the door with a coin and then using some magic to steal his keys. I don't have anything to... I can't leave until I've completed the 3 tasks and informed the headmaster. I can't... I don't want to let the arch... Paper, wood... the moment, I have no question. A fairy spell summoned the kobolds, but it doesn't say how to... And why did kobolds appear? Let's see. Why work when you can do magic? My magic broom is sweeping diligently, all by itself. I think I can leave it alone and take care of other things. With magic, nothing ever really goes wrong. How am I supposed to get up there to remove the cobwebs? I'm not good with it. Like most gnomes, I get nervous when the soil is further than one gnome away. Hello? I don't think I'd hit him. I'm not a very... The lever opens a window up. That kobold seems pretty adventurous. He was the first to slip out of the classroom and now he's just buzzing around. Magic broom is... I think I can leave it alone and take care of other things. I can't leave until I've I don't want to... He's already done with the floor. At least, I'd call it clean enough. If it were any more clean, it would just point out how dirty everything else is. Okay, Broom, you can stop. Broom, that's it. Hey, stop! Stop, I said! Oh, I may have a little problem. There has to be a way. Maximus Dominum Brumus Probere, Brumanus eon Domus Comicus Victorus. Maybe I'd have more success if I didn't make stuff up. Birds are flying, toads are leaping. Now is when the broom stops sweeping. Shazam! I should have known. After all, I'm not a witch. By the powers of magic manifested in me, I command you, stop! Please? Maximus Broom... but don't you get too cocky, because I'll be back, after I find some help. Oh, hello.
Why have you always got to be in my face?
As you can see, I've swept the hall. Maybe you could collect the cleaning supplies.
You didn't sweep the hall, the broom did. You want to steal the credit, huh?
No, but...
The broom and I sweep everything here, and you want to reap the reward.
I have to go. How am I supposed to get up there to remove the cobweb? Like most... A fairy spells some of the kobolds, but it doesn't say... And why did kobolds appear when I... At the moment, I have no... better if old Blocky doesn't know I have the keyring. He would ask how I came by it, and I'd have to give it back. I don't know how to conjure fire. At the moment, I have no question. According to the plans, you have to fill the machine with a flammable gas. A complicated mechanism inside ignites the gas and it creates fire. The moment I shouldn't do that too often. The room could fill up with gas. One spark, and we'd have the same result as the dead. That was the time that Grandad lived on nothing but... I'm gonna hold my nose. That... Look. I shouldn't do... Once... That was... The mo... Fairies. And why did kobolds appear? That's a small bone from the fish in the glass jar. It's very sharp and has a kind of a... That's a small bone from the fish in the glass jar. It's very sharp and has a kind of a hook at the end. A thin but fairly tear-resistant thread, about 1.5 dragon toes long. A thin but fairly tear-resistant thread. A fire maker is an amazing piece of engineering. You fill it for opening tabs, knots, loops, and the like. Bellows. I won't go into details now, but when one pulls the handles apart, they fill with air. Pressing the handles together forces the air out of the tip. Took me a while to figure that out, but I've got the hang of it now. Why work when you can do magic? The automation spell. The spell worked excellently. Well, even if the fairies do look a bit strange. I think I've summoned enough of them for now, though. Still missing a few pages, but if I'm lucky, I'll find them all. I can save a book. Master Marcus's number won't help me anymore. He's probably already on his way to his live role-playing game. Archmage Alistair's magic slate. I like it. It looks important. And it's got lovely rounded corners. The moment. With... The moment I've... Isn't it strange? That's a small bone. It's very sharp and has a kind of a hook at the end. The headmaster won't be happy about a broom that's sweet. He will tell me to capture it. And I've no idea how to do that. Better if I get... Master Marcus told me everything I need to know. Hold your head high. Inspire your students. I just wish I wasn't in... The mo... According to the plans, you have to fill the machine with a flammable gas. A complicated mechanism. Maybe it was always... Don't worry, little plant. Ugh, that's disgusting. Oh, that smells like Grandad whenever he... The lever opens a window up there. fairy spell some of the cobble. And what? Maybe it was always a carnivorous plant. But then again, perhaps it adapted to its new environment to survive. Don't worry, little plant. From now on, I'll take care of you. You won't have to go hungry anymore. Ugh, that's Oh, like Gran... How am I supposed to get up there to remove... Like most... Well, it's not... The mo... I don't think I'd hit him. I can't leave until I've completed the... I don't... There has to be a way. But don't you get too cocky, because I'll be back. The headmaster won't be happy. He will tell me to capture it. There has to be a... By the powers of these... Birds of... I should have known. After all... Maximus Dominum Brumanus et... Maybe I... but don't... go and I'll put it back on it. The fireplace here in the staff room is connected to the fireplace in the missing library. I need fire... paper... I should start... The school was founded up... Excuse me, headmaster. I have some good news from the entrance hall. The fight against the dirt has been won.
Very well.
However, what is your position on enchanted items?
As long as they function properly and can be controlled, no problem.
Then, there's one more little thing I still have to do.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. So...
Beep.
There has to be a way. But don't... Hello?